Yeah, dispatch, I'm on scene.
Copy that, detective.
Alright, let's see what we got here. You guys getting this? Alright.
Oh my god.
That is brutal.
Whoa, they even broke the headstock right off.
No, they just do that on their own sometimes.
I'm gonna be sick. Oh.
Rookies.
Oh, who could do something like that?
Looks like we got another Gibson killer on the loose. Ow! Oh, I hate these glasses. Oh, I can't see shit. I have to confess something here. I have been completely sleeping on the PRS S2 line, and I didn't even know that the Thinline model existed until I stumbled on a Peach Guitars demo on YouTube. And you should 100% subscribe to them, by the way, because Jack is an absolute monster of a player. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike, and if you like this video, I would really deeply appreciate it if you just shared it. Even if you texted it to a friend who loves guitars as much as the rest of us do here. All right, this is the PRS S2 McCarty 594 Thinline in metallic blue, and I have to say, it is an absolutely phenomenal instrument. Now, I want to talk about the sound in a minute because this guitar has really changed the way that I think of and experience the PRS sound issue, as it were. But first, let's talk about why this guitar exists. Based on the design and specs, this is clearly PRS's answer to the famed and iconic Gibson SG. The thin mahogany body, the double cutaway, the dual humbuckers with the stop-tail bridge, and on. There are some significant differences though, like this guitar has push-pull coil splits, which you can get on the SG Modern version. It has a shorter scale and it has 100% less neck dive. It really is perfectly balanced. That said, there are still obviously plenty of similarities, and in fact, the whole concept for the opening of this video came because I saw someone on YouTube say, "This is an SG killer." But is it though? In the words of Philip DeFranco,
"Don't be stupid, stupid."
No, of course it isn't. But in the words of me, yeah, kinda. Let me explain. Other than the Telecaster, the SG is by far my favorite design of all time, and nothing that PRS makes is going to compare with or kill the storied and iconic history or the sound of the Gibson SG. It is the unfair advantage of the Gibson brand. And besides, whenever I hear somebody say oh, it's a Strat killer, or it's the Tele killer, it's the SG killer, I think all you're really saying is that a guitar was so awesome that it's worthy of being copied rather than coming up with something completely new. So in that sense, the PRS is much more of an evolution rather than is a whole new thing. It is the Charizard of Gibson's Charmeleon. I really hate that I know that reference. Don't have kids. But this PRS plays dramatically better than any SG I've ever picked up. It is perfectly balanced. The neck is supremely comfortable. The fretwork is basically perfect. And most important of all, I don't have to put on a school uniform if I want to play it. And that leads me to the whole issue of sound that I mentioned earlier. Now, so many people, myself included, by the way, have complained about PRS in the past, that their sound was sterile or it was too clinical. And while I'm not going to say that that's incorrect, I do think that there's a lot more to it. And the more that I play PRS, the more I think I understand what that means. To me, the PRS platform is much more of a blank page. It's an invitation to create your own sound rather than to endlessly try to sound like someone else. Whereas companies like Gibson and Fender, like very explicitly in their marketing are always like, here, now you can sound like Jimmy or Clapton or Slash. Remember the 60s? No, I don't. I wasn't alive then. I love the music, but I don't want to be beholden to it permanently. And I think that has given me this new perspective on PRS that I didn't have before. What I found previously to be uninspiring, I now find quite liberating. Is this a Gibson killer? No. There's no Strat killer. There's no Tele killer. There's no Les Paul killer. Those things are iconic and amazing and copied for a million very excellent reasons. I love the SGs. I still want one, but I want one a little bit less. And I pick this guitar up constantly, by the way. It is what the Italians call